You're listening to KPFK 98.7 FM Los Angeles, 98.7 FM Santa Barbara, worldwide at kpfk.org.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the next 2 hours, Rhapsody in Black is on the air. I'm Bill Gardner, your host of Rhapsody in Black. Tonight, our special guest is Mr. Charles Connors, Little Richard's a drummer and a member of the Upsetter Band, and he's got plenty of stories to tell, and we're going to talk about Little Richard. Unfortunately, Big J McNeely couldn't make it tonight, so we have a lot of great music, and Charles and I, we go way back. Isn't that right, Charles? So we got a lot of stuff.
Oh, man, way back to the Pasadena days.
Let's start off
way back yonder.
Let's start off with a little bit of Little Richard. Little Richard on 90.7 FM KPFK, and a man that knows everything about Little Richard, an old friend, Little Richard's drummer on Specialty Records, longtime confidant. Welcome to Rhapsody and Back, Charles Connors.
Hey, my man, it's good to be back, man. My pleasure. You know that. We go back, way back. But one thing, can I say something? I talked to Little Richard last Thursday, and I want y'all to pray for Little Richard, because Little Richard, he had a hip operation. He said most of the time he's in pain. Oh. So I would like the public and to pray for him, because he's in pain a lot of time. He's taking pain pills and, and I don't think he want to sing anymore. He's going to devote his life to God like he did back there in 1957 after we did the Australia tour. So pray for him, please.
Yes, everybody, the legendary Little Richard. Charles, you were there, but we're going to play a lot of Little Richard and reminisce about his music and your time back then. But I was particularly interested about this new CD you got called Charles, Keep a Knockin' Connor, and Charles, and the Upsetters featuring Kate Flannery.
Flannery, yeah. She's singing all little Richard tunes and everything. She hollering like Richard, and Richard heard it, and Richard approved of it and everything, and he is the executive producer because he approved of it and everything. She really sounds like Richard. I mean, she sounds like herself, but it, that hollering, screaming and stuff. She's a great performer,
The song is the beginning of rock and roll. What are you doing on the song?
Well, that's the song I wrote. I'm doing something like 1 or 2 bars. And I said, let me tell you but I'm playing drums on it. And I wrote that song many years ago, back then, about 1990.
All right. So let's take a listen.
Let me tell you about a story ain't never been told. It's about the beginning of rock and roll. It all came from rhythm and blues with a backbeat shuffle and some boogie-woogie too.
Let me tell you about a story ain't never been told. It's about the beginning of rock and roll. It all came from rhythm and blues with a backbeat shuffle and some boogie-woogie too. Now way back there in '53, I played a group called Shirley Lee. When Little Richard came up to me, he said, I like your drumming, I like your beat. I will take you on the road with me. The beginning, rock and roll. The beginning, rock and roll. He said, things like you won't play my band. I make drum sound like a choo-choo train. Now when we played, the crowd went wild. They fell in love with Little Richard's style. I'd play my backbeat good and loud. His music was a brand new style. Called jungle music when it first came out. The sound so good, make you wanna shout. We looked like monsters on stage. They know rock and roll was here to stay. The beginning, rock and roll. The beginning, rock and roll. Put on pancake bacon when we all was gay. Keep in mind, we all got paid. Changed their brand new sound. They thought the friends gonna put 'em down. Well, I'm so glad it's still around. Change the world with rock and roll sound. The beginning, rock and roll. The beginning, rock and roll. The beginning, rock and roll. The beginning, rock and roll.
Beat from the choo-choo train. Sharing the Bible news song. They all thought that your friends were good. When I'm so playing this on the choo-choo train. The beat came from the choo-choo train. Some people are crazy. They all thought that your friends were good.
And you can get Still Knockin' featuring Kate Flannery and the West Coast Upsetters on CD Baby and iTunes.
And we just heard Queenie, which is Charles Carter's daughter. Welcome to Rhapsody in Black, Queenie.
Hi, thank you.
Charles, back in the day, there was a motion picture out that you were in. Little Richard was in. There's a story behind it. The Girl Can't Help It featuring Jane Mansfield.
Well, we was on a set and we was making this movie for Jan Mills. They make the different cuts of the set. So Jan Mansfield was standing right off the stage, and we had took a little break from rehearsal and everything like that. So I told one of the guys, "Hey man, I bet you $50 that Jan Mansfield would let me kiss her on the cheek." Those days I know you don't do that, And I went and told Jan Mansfield, lied, and I said, I bet that guy over there, see a big tall guy, I bet him $100 that you would let me kiss you on the cheek. He said, of course. and I kissed a dude on the side of the mouth.
Good thing you were in California, huh?
Good thing when the California but California wasn't too cool too, because those days,
That's
black
true.
and white couldn't touch each other on the screen those days,
That
That was a hell of an experience. But you know something? That's nothing nowadays.
That's true.
Part of history,
Can't help it, the girl can't help it. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she walks by, the mean folks getting gross. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she winks an eye, the breast lights turn to toes. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she got a lot of what they call the moles. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if she's got a figure made to squeeze. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. Won't you kindly be aware? The girl can't help it, the girl can't help it. She mesmerizes every mother's son. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she smiles and beefsteak become well done. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. She make grandpa feel like 21. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if I go to her on bending knee. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. Oh, won't you kindly be aware that I can't help it? I can't help it. Because I'm hoping, obviously, that someday the answer would be the girl can't help it, that she's in love with me. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she walks by, the men folks getting gross. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. If she winks an eye and the breast lights turn to toes. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. She got a lot of what they call the moles. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. The girl can't help it, she was born to please. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. And if she's got a figure made to squeeze. Can't help it, the girl can't help it. I'm hoping, obviously, that someday the answer will be the girl can't help it, that she's in love with me. Can't help it, the girl can't help it.
Little Richard on 90.7 FM KPFK, and the girl can't help it. And Charles, you want to tell us about?
Oh yeah, gonna be at Sunset Junction up in Silver Lake, right? April the 15th, and be playing with the Big Dick Band. And I know it's funny. And Kate Fleming is the vocal for the Big Dick Band. She's also on the CD right there. But we're gonna go on about 9 o'clock or 9:15.
What time? Where
And-
at? Where is that at?
It's going to be in Silver Lake
Silver
on
Lake.
Sunset
Sunset
in Silver Lake,
Junction.
and it's called Sunset Junction.
Yeah.
April 15th.
Oh man!
And I'm
that'll
going to be the
a-
guest drummer. I'm going to play two numbers, of course, Keep a Knockin', and Good Golly, Miss Molly.
You have a story. You're going to tell me the origins of Little Richard's first big hit record for Specialty Records, Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti. They, Richard couldn't, record Tutti Frutti like we used to do in the club. It was Tutti Frutti, good booty. And we only could play in the club with Tutti Frutti, good booty. If it's tight, it's all right. If it's greasy, you make it easy. But you could not record those up in the, you couldn't put it on a record, because those days, that was a no-no. But it was very popular in the club where they had adults at, and everything like that. But Tutti Frutti, one of the big hits and everything like that. And the wop bop loo bop came from my drums. And let me demonstrate. You say wop bop loo bop, the bop bam boom. It was wop bop loo bop, bop bam boom. You wind up on your bass drum, and that's where he got the wop bop loo bop, wop bam boom from.
Womp bam loom bam 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 tutti frutti, oh Rudy, 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 oh womp bam loom bam 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 bam. I got a girl named Sue, she knows just what to do. Got a girl named Sue, she knows just what to do. She rock to the east, she rock to the west, but she's the gal that I love best. Tutti frutti, oh Rudy, what she does to me. To the food, oh Rudy. 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 She does to me. To the food, oh Rudy. 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 Oh, wah, ba, ba, loom, ba, ba, la, bam, boom.
Here come Good Golly Miss Molly from Still Knockin', Charles Connell and the Upsetter. It's groovy, man.
This is new stuff, isn't it?
This is new stuff.
Just out.
Right on.
Old stuff.
Only released about 2 weeks ago.
Good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Ooh, good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. We rockin' and rollin', can you your mama call? From the early morning to the early night, when I come Miss Molly rockin' out the house of blue light. Good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Ooh, when you're rockin' and rollin', can you your mama call? Mama, Papa told me, son, you better watch yourself. If you knew about Miss Molly, gotta watch my mama myself. Good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Well, when you're rockin' and rollin', can you your mama call? I wanna hear it again. One more Good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Ooh, good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Oh, when you're rockin' and rollin', can you your mama call? I'm going to the corner, gonna buy a diamond ring. When she hug me and kiss and make my ting-a-ling-a-ling. Good golly, Miss Molly, you sure like the ball. Ooh, when you're rockin' and rollin', can't hear your mama call.
I'm Bill Gardner, your host of Rhapsody in Black, and I'm on every Friday night from 8 to 10 playing the very best in old rhythm and blues. Tonight, a very, very special guest, Charles Keep a Knockin' Connor, who was Little Richard's drummer and in 2010 became an inductee in the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame as Little Richard's original drummer. And you deserve the accolades, man. You could do it.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man, you know. But you got to keep the monkey, not the monkey, you got to keep the music funky and juicy. And get that groove, you know.
You know, we were talking about the Louisiana Hall of Fame, and really, that is the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame.
That is because, you know, I mean, you know, Louis Armstrong, and I mean, Ernie Kittle, Fats Domino, Guitar Slim, Shirley Lee, all these real blues artists is in the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame, you know. And, I mean, rock and roll, I respect that too, but some of those guys in the, you know, rock and roll halls, I mean, some of them not really, rock and roll, some of them blues and country, western, everything else, You know?
And
but I'm so proud to be up in the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame.
And there's an argument to be said that rock and roll was really invented back with Professor Longhair and you and Little Richard and the people who made that great music.
That's
back
right.
in the early 50s.
That was my first gig, Professor Longhair. My first professional gig. I was 15 years old.
Professor Longhair.
Professor Longhair. I was scared as hell. I was trembling like that, man. A lot of great drummers came play with Professor Longhair. Earl Palmer and a lot of guys like that. And if you played with Fest, and Fest be high all the time, when he wink at you, that means you was in, so your confidence would grow.
In any case, the number one drummer, we're going to hear a song where you show your talents. We're going to play Keep a Knockin', But You Can't Come In. Tell us a little bit about that.
Now, Keep a Knockin' was cut when we were playing at the Howard Theater. We played a whole lot of dates on the East Coast, the Howard Theater, Royal Theater, Apollo Theater, Brooklyn Paramount. But we were at the Howard Theater in Washington, D.C., and what happened was we had about 2 hours for to cut this session, and Richard said, I got a song called Keep a Knockin'. So we went to this little small studio, about big as this place right here, and Richard tried on piano. And I said, no, man, I guess I was so busy because I knew what I was going to do, you know. And so the guitar player, he did his little 4-bar intro. I said, let's do something different. He said, what? I said, man, let's have a 4-bar intro, drum intro on a rock and roll record, and that's what I came up with. That's the first 4-bar drum intro on a rock and roll record. Richard gave me $1,000 for that idea.
Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Woo! You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Woo! You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. Woo! Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. You said you love me and you can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again.
My soul.
We have another record queued up that you were on, Charles, but you were with the group you were with were called the Upsetters.
Little Richard and his Upsetters.
And they upset
We
a lot.
upset everywhere we go. We upset. You know what I mean?
Tell me a little bit about
Well, Little Richard
Upsetters.
had the band we called the Upsetter, and we were supposed to upset everywhere we go. And it was hard for other bands to follow behind us because we do everything. The saxophone player, great again, jump on the piano and play the saxophone. And the guys had dance steps and the audience and everything like that. And we just for the hell of a group because we looked like a bunch of, Richard wanted us to look like a bunch of gay guys with pancake makeup and everything so we could play the white club so we wouldn't be a threat. That's the strategy he used for to play those honky-tonky clubs down south. And it did work, you know. Because when we played those clubs, say, oh, Little Richard ain't mess with those white girls because, you know, the boy, you know, because they're a bunch of sissies. Oh, but they find out later we was a damn band to be around.
Did
what I mean?
you play before segregated or integrated?
Oh yeah, but one thing about Richard, even before Richard made it big, Richard was playing a lot of. That's what I'm saying. He was playing a lot of white clubs. He playing a lot of white club and black clubs too. And a lot of places we play, like in Amarillo, Texas, and places like that, they locked Richard up for dancing on the shaking on the bandstand, and they put him in jail. I think he paid a $300 fine, whatever. And they say, if you see that redneck Elvis Presley come here and shake on the stage like you shaking, we're gonna lock his butt up too.
That was Little Richard. Okay, so now we're going to hear "Oh My Soul."
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, my soul. Baby, baby, baby. You know my love for you. Woo. Honey, 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 honey. Get up off of that money. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, my soul. Oh! Give me some love you got. Woo! Give me. You back so love me now. Love, 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 love. Oh, my soul. Baby, 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 baby. Don't you know my love for you? Woo! Honey, 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 honey. Get up off of that honey. Love, 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 love. Oh, my soul.
An alternate take of "Oh My Soul."
Well, "Oh My Soul," Richard, he loved Mahalia Jackson, and that's where he got that gospel effect in his voice. He loved spiritual. He dug Mahalia Jackson with that, woo, all that kind of stuff, a spiritual effect, And that was one of his idols. I mean, she wasn't doing rock and roll; she was doing spiritual and everything. He loved Mahalia Jackson. He loved sanctified music too.
Well, tell us about a little bit about the moment when he found the Lord in Australia. Or?
Well, I'll tell you what. We had just left Hawaii, and those days was a 4-engine plane, and we stopped at Fiji Island and Wake Island for the few. And after we left Wake Island, we were going across the Pacific Ocean, and one of the engines caught on fire. Those days, they had 4-engine plane. And I looked out the window. I said, "What the hell going on here?" I knew the sun it was nighttime, and I seen that big flare and everything on the engine close to the body of the plane. And what happened was, Richard said, "This gonna be the end of the world." You see, we have all kind of signs and everything. That's the same time Russia launched Sputnik. And he said, "Oh man, this world will come to end. They're going to the moon. They're going all these places and everything like that." I'm coming out of show business. So after we were in Australia, we played Melbourne and Sydney, Australia, and we were going across the boat to another little town in Australia. We played the whole country of Australia. The first rock and roll band ever played in Australia. And they treat us like God. And so Richard said, "All these rings and watch, I'm going to throw this jewelry away." I said, "Richard, don't." He said, I'm going to give my life to God, and I don't want this. The devil, this jewelry belongs to the devil. And he said, "I'm going to throw it in the river." I say, "Richard, I ain't going to be no preacher. Why don't you give it to me?" But he threw all this jewelry in the river. And about $40,000 worth of jewelry, and that was a lot of money those days. Yes. His ring and all the jewelry and everything like that. And when he came back we came back from Australia. We was at the international airport. He kissed the ground. He said, "I'm never gonna sing rock and roll again." And that's when the band said, "Oh my goodness, how we're not gonna live this luxurious life. We're not gonna live this privileged life anymore." And it was a guy that owned the Fillmore Auditorium, a guy named Charles Sullivan. And Charles Sullivan said, "Just hold on a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to try this. I'll pay you guys so much a week just to stick together. Don't rehearse from another band. Don't practice from another band. You practice among yourself." And about a month and a half after that, guess who came and was singing with the Upsetter? Little Richard was going out the rock and roll field, and it was Sam Cooke coming out the spiritual field into the pop field. And so we played with Sam Cooke a long time after that.
Little Richard was blessed, and you turned out to be blessed too.
That's right, yeah. But we thought that was the end of the world, man. Little Richard, no more, drinking and no more drugs and all the girl and all that good time. That was the end of the world.
Ooh, baby, having me some fun tonight. Yeah, well, long tall salad sheet, big speech she got everything that Uncle John need. Oh, baby, yes, baby. Ooh, baby, having me some fun tonight. Yeah, well, I saw Uncle John with bald head salad. He saw Aunt Mary coming and he ducked back in the alley. Oh, baby, yes, baby. Ooh, baby, having me some fun tonight. Yeah. Well, long tall salad cheese, Bill Speechy got everything that Uncle John need. Oh, baby, yes, baby. Ooh, baby, having me some fun tonight. Yeah, well, I saw Uncle John with bald head salad. He saw Aunt Mary coming and he ducked back in the alley. Oh, baby, yes, baby. Ooh, baby, having me some fun tonight. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Ooh, have some fun tonight. Everything's alright. Have some fun. Have me some fun tonight.
Now, the LA Weekly have a special out every year, and this time the special will be out in May. And they interview me. Someone voted for me. It's about some of the most interesting people live in Los Angeles.
I'd have voted for you.
So I don't know who voted for, but Johnny Whiteside was the one that interviewed me and everything. So they came out and then they took pictures of me and everything, photographs and everything for about an hour and a half. A lot of photos and everything like that. And so what happened? This thing gonna be big. It's gonna come out in May, and it'll give me a lot of exposure and everything like that. And I was also talking about with my publicist Christopher. We writing a book together, my memoirs and everything about my life on the road and all that. This is gonna be heavy, so I hope we get a good book deal. I'm talking about everything, man.
Wow, that's great.
About a lot of stories that have never been told, a lot of stories that you have never heard of, and I'm talking about it. And my daughter Queen has helped me also.
Well, Charles, it's such a pleasure having you down here. We're going to end with Send Me Some Lovin', and all my fans and we all love your music and what you mean to rock and roll. It's really a pleasure having you down here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And send Richard some prayers, too. Looks like send him some lovin'. He need prayer because he in pain a lot of times, and I appreciate that, And thank Bill for having me. It's very kind. You've been having me on your show for many years, and I really appreciate it, man.
Well,
You're a legend, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Queen.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Oh, you're doing something no one can. Yeah. Send me some loving. Send it, I pray. How can I love you when you fall
I'm Bill Gardner.
I'm Jim Dawson.
And now the music of Big J McNeely.
Yeah, that was 3D, Big J McNeely, recorded in 1953, Bill. And the thing is, Big J and his brother Bob, now Bob played baritone and Big J played tenor, and since they had grown up together and they had this sort of brother thing going on, they could just play. I mean, they almost instinctively knew what they were going to do, and I think that's about the only song I've ever heard where the musicians constantly change keys through through the song. They keep going higher, higher, and higher, and higher, and that's probably one of the craziest recordings that Big J ever recorded.
You've known Big J for decades, and
for about 30 some years. Yeah.
And the thing about it, I'm so amazed. He's about the only live rhythm and blues artist had a #1 hit in the 1940s now that I can think of.
Yeah.
A #1 record.
Yeah, it was recorded in late 1948. It went to #1 on the R&B charts in early 1949, right, called The Deacon's Hop. And
we'll play it. Yeah.
And he's still playing.
Yeah, and still blowing away.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll play that. We'll have to play that a little later. But Jim, I want you to tell the story about this song that I discovered years ago. But All That Wine Is Gone. It's got a multitude of people, and it's by Big J McNeely.
Yeah, when Big J went to Imperial Records, up until that time, he had been strictly a honk and sax man with occasional blues singer, but when he went to Imperial, he brought this vocal group with him, and one of the guys was a 16-year-old kid, never recorded before, Jesse Belvin. One of the other guys was Marvin Phillips. So the whole Marvin and Jesse thing, Marvin and Johnny thing, it all started when they were with Big J in 1951.
All that wine is gone. 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 Big Rap. All long. I have to leave you, Daddy, 'cause the wine's all gone.
All that wine is gone.
Oh, elderberry.
All that wine is gone.
The cherry.
All that wine is gone.
Well, baby,
All that wine is gone.
Lord berry. The cherry. Elderberry. Must I tell the big bow? Well, baby,
Wine, 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 wine. All that wine is gone.
Yeah, Bill, when Big J, after he had that big hit with There's Something on Your Mind, the company, Swingin' Records, followed it up with a song called I Got the Message, but they put the wrong take on. What happened was they had recorded this thing in Seattle at the same time they recorded There's Something on Your Mind. That was 1957. There's Something on Your Mind didn't become a hit until 2 years later. By that time, Big J was on the road, so they said, I got the message. It doesn't sound very good. Let's record it again. They were in Washington, D.C. They recorded sort of a waltz time on it. It sounded 3 times as good as the one that originally got released, but for some reason it got lost in the mail or something, and they put out the version on the second record that they shouldn't have put out, and of course it flopped. And if they had put this version out, I think this would have been a follow-up to There's Something on Your Mind.
Little Sonny Warner.
Little Sonny Warner.
I've got the message. I know that you care. I've got the message, and I'll tell you where. I've got the message from your baby stare. I've got the message. True love we share. Forget there's a crowd, our voice can be heard. You're thinking out loud, I hear each word. Forget that you're shy when I'm holding you. I'll tell you what, I know our love is true. I've got the message. I know that you hear. I've got the message. It's true love we share. There's a crowd, our voice can be heard. You're thinking out loud, I hear each word. Forget that you're shy when I'm holding you. I'll tell you what, I know our love is true. I've got the message. I know that you care. I've got the message. It's true love we share. Do 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 do.
I'm Bill Gardner, your host of Rhapsody in Black, and tonight the music of Big J McNeely, and helping me navigate through all this great music is rhythm and blues historian, but more than that, a personal friend for the past 30 years. He managed Big J. He's been overseas with him when he performed. Jim Dawson. If anybody knows the story of Big J McNeely, this is the man, y'all.
Hell yeah. and you know, Big J here next month, and here in April, I think it's April 27th, Big J turns 87 years old. He's still touring. He's still good. In fact, he just went over to overseas not too long ago. He goes overseas about once or twice a year. He's going back, I think, is it April or May? He's going back to Memphis. He's being inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. And he's going to be playing, I think, in May at the Playboy Jazz Festival at the Hollywood Bowl. So Big J is 87 years old, but he's still out there. He's still honking. He's still screaming. And he's still blowing his brains out.
Next, we're going to play Nervous Man Nervous.
Nervous Man Nervous, the wildest one of these. Now, this was a song, they laid it down first, and we have three takes of it. There's the instrumental take, and then there's Nervous Man Nervous, and then they did Nervy Man Nervy. They had a vocal group. They were at this time, Big J was on Federal, and there was this young group that was also on Federal. They had just been signed, and some unknowns called the Platters. So I think this is probably one of the very first things that the Platters ever recorded.
I think of Bill Haley when I hear Nervous Man Nervous a little bit. Crazy Man Crazy.
Well, yeah.
Which came first?
Nervous Man Nervous came first.
Contact the rhythm section.
Roger.
Drop torpedo, Blimp.
Dig there, cat. He's
Nervous. I misspoke, Bill. Crazy Man Crazy came out just a couple of months before Nervous Man Nervous did.
All right. Next, we're going to hear Sonny Warner, and evidently we got a lot of requests for this song. It's called "My Darling Dear."
Yeah, I think this was the third record after I got the message, and it's basically a doo-wop song, and Jay with his saxophone kind of fills in for the vocal group. So it's a very interesting, very pretty record.
My dear, if you were here to dry would be nice to have you home, and no more will I roam. You know I love you, and what more can I do? So my darling dear, come back to me real soon.
KPFK's music programs are available as on-demand archives. Each show will be listed for 2 weeks from the date it airs on archive.kpfk.org. One Track Mind is coming up at 10, and we'll be right back with more Big J McNeely recordings on Rhapsody in Black in 1 minute.
Tune in every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. for Melting Pot, a show without boundaries, uncovering bright moments across the musical spectrum. Melting Pot, with host Michael Barnes, every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. on KPFK 90.7 FM Los Angeles, 98.7 FM Santa Barbara, and all over the world at kpfk.org.
Hi, this is Jamie Cromwell. You are listening to 90.7 FM KPFK Los Angeles and 98.7 FM Santa Barbara.
The chaos on this planet is due to the music the musicians are playing, but they're forced to play by some who just think of money and don't realize that music is a spiritual language and it represents the people of Earth. When musicians are compelled to play anything, it goes straight to the throne of the creator universe, and that is how he sees you, according to your music. Because see, music is a universal language, and what you call musicians to play is what goes to the creator as your personal ambassador and your personal nemesis.
Peace and blessings. This is Santana, and I figured since we're approaching our 10th year on air, I'd like to invite you finally to tune in to our expression of the universal language, as Sun Ra put it, via True Seekers Radio Friday nights from midnight to 2 a.m. here on 90.7 FM KPFK, LA and beyond, kpfk.org. Bless up. Love and light.
I'm Bill Gardner.
I'm Jim Dawson.
And we're going to hear another special record in our story about the recordings of Big J McNeely.
Yeah, you know, one of the other guys who was in Three Dots and a Dash was Marvin Phillips, and of course we now know him as part of Marvin and Jesse when they had Dream Girl, and then Marvin and Johnny with Cherry Pie and all those. But he really got his start with Big J. He was sort of in fact he still is. I mean, Marvin Phillips is still here in town, and he was a kind of a baritone like a Billy Eckstein sort of, but he loved to sing the blues. And this is a pretty rare record. It was on Imperial, But when later on, when they put out an Imperial album over in France, they left this record off. It was really obscure, and we managed to find an old 78, and we mastered it up, cleaned it up, and everything. This is what it sounds like.
I've got a fine woman, fine as she can be. Oh, I've got a fine woman, fine as she can be. I'm hoping and I'm praying that she won't make a fool of me. Yes, that you'll take me, thrill me with all your charm. Oh, says that you'll take me and thrill me with all your charm. All I want to feel the one, and baby, you are the one. Hey, hey, booty baby, hey, baby, 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 hey, hey, booty baby, with all your love and charm. With all your love and charm, I'm just a country boy, so let me hold you in my arms. Yes, I'm a lover, and you so discover. Come with me, baby, and you'll never want another. Hey!
Yeah, tall brown woman. Bill, I guess I hope this is the right recording here. This was a show.
We're not going to do we're going to go out with the original.
Okay.
This is a Savoy record that went to #1 on the Rhythm and Blues charts.
Right, but if it's off that CD right there, this is a tape from 1951, and Hunter Hancock.
I told you we're going to play the. I got it queued up, Jim.
Oh, you don't. Okay. Anyway,
you can't. They say this show ain't edited, man. This is live.
This is live.
And I'm engineering.
Well, you know, Bill, I want to point out that on May 3rd, the Big J is going to be playing down at Union Station, downtown, at the 75th anniversary of Union Station. It's free. It's at 2:00. And then on Sunday, May 4th, he's going to be playing at Joe's Bar and Grill at 4311 West Magnolia. It's going to be a special fundraiser. It's his 87th birthday party.
Wow, that's
May 4th, Sunday at Joe's. It's in Burbank, right there on Magnolia, 4311 West Magnolia. Then, then right after that, he's going to the Blues Hall of Fame in Memphis, Tennessee. That's May 7th, and then on June 15th, he's playing at the Playboy Jazz Festival.
Well, let's listen to Jay from 1949 with the first song that brought him instant fame in Rhythm and Blues.
A #1 hit.
Jim Dawson was
Yeah.
Savoy Records, Big J McNeely's first label, as far as you know.
No, actually, he recorded a record with Johnny Otis on the Excelsior, and what was funny, it came out as Johnny Otis, and then after he went to Savoy, and then Deacon Sop became big. Then it came that the same record came back out, and all of a sudden it was Johnny Otis with Big J McNeely, and then Deacon Sop got bigger, and then they put it out again and said Big J McNeely with Johnny Otis's band. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So after Excelsior, that was about 1948 or 47, and then he recorded. He started recording for. Actually, he recorded for Ralph Bass for the Bop record label, which had a lot of Wardell Gray and a lot of other people. And he recorded Big J for Bop, but then when Herman Lubinsky came out from Savoy, he sold that session to him. So the very first session that Big J did was actually purchased from Ralph Bass.
Rarity Records and by Big J, and we're going to hear another rare records that isn't heard much on the air.
Well, no, he recorded a thing called Insect Ball with a couple of comics, but what we have here is Big J himself, and this is something he hardly ever did back in the 1950s. This is a live recording from Seattle in 1957. This is Big J himself singing Insect Ball.
Live at the Birdland Club in Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington.
Insect hall. The insects having an insect ball. The bumblebee had a special invite, but he couldn't come here to work that night. Old ladybug was in the Cadillac. Old light bug was in the Duesenberg. Had fat bugs, skinny bugs, long bugs, light bugs, flies, fleas, gnats, and bees on the nap. In the BVDs, they were rocking. They were rocking. They were rocking. Look about, didn't say a word, just hop back out. Don't turn Mike, better hole in the floor. As you kicked him out, better hole through the door. And they were rocking. They were rocking. They were rocking. They were rocking. Yes, introduced old brother Cootie just in France. He picked up the bottle that he thought was gin. Walked over the bar for a drink and spree, and what do you know? It was DDT. They were rocking. They were rocking. They were rocking. They were rocking. Yeah, the fat bug, skinny bug, tall bug, wrong bug, skinny bug, shitty bug. They were hopping all over the hall. They were jumping all over the wall, jumping out windows, sneaking out doors, doing things they never did before. They were rocking all night long. They were rocking all night long. Lord, yeah, Lord. 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 Lord, 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 Lord. Lord, yeah, Lord, yeah. Lord, yeah, Lord. Lord, yeah, Lord, yeah.
What we just hear?
We heard Insect Ball
by Big J McNeely. Jim Dawson, 1959. Big J McNeely had a song that was on the charts for most of the year.
Most of the year. It's one of those songs that became a perennial. Then right after he had a big hit with it, it only went to number 2 R&B. It went to number 43 on the pop charts. Bobby Marchand came in about a half a year later and had a had a big hit with it. He kind of did all this crazy stuff on
Yes.
it. And since then, it's been done by B.B. King, Etta James, Gene Vincent. I mean, everybody's recorded this song. But this is the original.
There's
right
a
here.
connection between him and Hunter Hancock and Hunter Hancock's label. Because
Well-
I know he played the heck out of it in 1959. I remember.
Okay, what happened was Big J recorded this in Seattle in 1957 in a basement studio. He recorded all kinds and recorded it in stereo. So when he left, about a year later he went back to Seattle and he bought the tape because it was just sitting. He bought the full rights to the tape. He brought it back down, and Hunter Hancock was starting a label, and he would test these things on his radio shows. And if he got a lot of audience response, he would put them out. But this was the very first recording. I think Hunter's birthday was June 6th, so the first record was swinging 6/14.
There is something on your mind by the way you look at me. There is something on your mind, honey, by the way you look at me. Can what you're thinking bring happiness, or will it bring misery? No, no, please don't try to tell me. I think I understand. No, no, you don't have to tell me, pretty baby. I think I understand. You want me to try and forget you, but I'll do the best I can. If you ever think about me, if I ever cross your mind, girl, if you ever think about me, pretty baby, if I ever cross your mind, well, you know I'm yours, and I know you're mine. Do 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 do.
Simply wonderful record. There's Something on Your Mind. Big J McNeely, 1959 on 90.7 FM KPFK. I'm Bill Gardner. This is Rhapsody in Black. My in-studio guest, Jim Dawson. We're sorry Big J McNeely couldn't make it down here, but he will be down here soon, and it'll be wonderful to see him again.
Oh, yeah, because like I say, on Sunday, May 4th, if you want to see Big J in action, it's this great little club. It's called Joe's All-American Bar and Grill. It's right there at 4311 11 West Magnolia in Burbank. And the thing about Big J, when he gets on stage, if you want to get him off stage, you have to get one of those big hooks, because once he gets started, you can't stop it. I remember I was with, we were in England one time, and he had this, there was this band that they had set him up with, and he thought this was really a poop butt, group. And there was this young punk rock band up on stage, and they were just tearing the place apart. And he said, I don't want this band, I want that group. And he went backstage after they came off. They loved to play with him. He just showed him the changes and everything, and he went out and he tore the place up. And that's how he likes young bands, but they often complain because they say he works us too hard. And here's the guy in his 80s. Anyway, so May 4th at Joe's All American Bar and Grill, it's going to be kind of like a little fundraiser, but it's his 87th birthday. And he's going to be honking and screaming. Anyway,
we just heard There's Something on Your Mind, and I remember The Other Side. The Other Side got a lot of airplay, and it was a party record featuring Little Sonny Warner. How come all these recordings were all in Seattle? I mean, it just happened. He happened to be there.
Big J had he played up there for a long time. He almost lived there for a couple of years, and he had a regular stand at the Birdland Club. So while he was up there, they were working on all these songs at the time. In fact, with that live recording that you just heard, not Insect Ball, but There's Something on Your Mind. And the other songs are on there, and you can still hear that they were working them out. They were still working out the kinks. But Backsack Track was recorded at the same time. It was recorded on the same tape, and the title on the tape was "Take Me Back to the Shack by the Track" or something like that. And so they said, "Well, we can't have that. Let's put Backsack Track."
In fact, in your intro, you've left the intro, but they say that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Take me back to my baby. Take one.
Well, I've been to the army and I've been overseas. I had my fun, I done everything I pleased. I had lots of women, long and wide, but none like my baby that's on the other side. So take me back to my baby, the shack by the railroad. Yeah. I wanna go back. Yes, I wanna go back. Please take me back. Yes, I wanna go back. Take me back to my baby, the shack by the railroad track. Well, I docked in Frisco last July. I had a pocket full of money and I ain't got a dime. Lost my home and my Cadillac too. So confused till I don't know what to do. Been mistreated well a whole lot of times. Yeah. I wanna go back. Yes, I wanna go back. Please take me back. Yes, I wanna go back. Take me back to my baby, to the shack by the railroad track. Yeah, I wanna go back. I wanna go back. Take me back to my baby, to the shack by the railroad track. I wanna go back. Yeah. Whoa.
That's good music, Jim.
Yes, sir.
All this music that you're hearing tonight is from two CDs, Big J McNeely Nervous and Crazy on Saxophile Records, and the CDs are still available. I know they are because Jim Dawson did it, put this thing together, and the secret's out. Jim Dawson put this together, and it's marvelous stuff. And if you look real hard at different stores, you can still get all these recordings of Little Sonny Warner and live recordings of Big Jake McNeely, a legend, a true legend of rhythm and blues.
Certainly, yes.
Jim Dawson, it's been fun coming with you down here helping out, and I couldn't have done this without you. This Big J McNeely story. We're going to go out with Deacon's Hop. Tell me about this version of Deacon's Hop.
Okay, Bill, I know you've seen it. Probably everybody's seen it. There's a photograph, a Bob Willoughby photograph of Big J lying on stage, and all these young white kids and Chicano kids, and you see some black kids in the background too. It was a mixed crowd. And these kids are just going crazy. Their eyes are all lit up. Jay's lying on the stage. And that was recorded this night. This was in October of 1951. They were playing down at the Olympic Auditorium. It was the Hunter Hancock midnight matinee show. And and you had a few other, you had Maxwell Davis's band, you had, Floyd Dixon was there. And,
I bet you I know who stole the show, though.
Well, yeah. Anyway, but this was a recording of Big J, and of course Hunter Hancock is one that brings him out. And if you recall Hunter Hancock, he was as frantic as anyone else. So this is it. It's Hunter Hancock and Big J McNeely from 1951.
Thanks for coming down, Jim.
Thank you, Bill.
Duke Henderson, we're going to rock. And we're going to rock till 2 o'clock in the morning. Get on down here to the Olympic Auditorium at 18th and Grand. And now, one of the stars of the evening, one of the men you've been waiting to hear blow. And it's the man that blows that Deacon's Hop, Big J McNeely! Big J! From the ring at the Olympic Auditorium at 18th and Grand. Heard every Saturday night at 12 midnight. We'll be going till 2 o'clock in the morning, so come on down and join all the gang. We'll see ya at the Olympic Auditorium every Saturday night.
I'm Bill Gardner. This is Rhapsody in Black. This concludes this portion of the show.
Long shots, parlays, and daily doubles has caused me ulcers, headaches, and all kinds of trouble. I done bet more horses than the post office got stamps. But the horses is eating good, and I got miss meal cramps.
So you can't beat the horses, no matter how you try. You can't beat the horses, they'll break you by and by.
If I could pick a horse to win place a show, I wouldn't be so broke, hungry and poor. But I done lost so much money playing them across the board that I wouldn't bet on silver if the Lone Ranger rode.
Oh, you can't beat the horses no matter how you try. You can't beat the horses, they'll break you by and by.
Scratch sheets, racing farms, and paraphernalia has caused me to be nothing but a tramp and a complete failure. I done lost my car and done pawned all my clothes. I done even lost my wife and I'm sleeping outdoors.
Oh, you can't beat the horses no matter how you try. You can't beat the horses, they'll break you by and by.
Them horses done just about run me crazy. Yeah, since I've been playing them horses, I ain't got a bit of sense. And when I say sense, I mean C-E-N-T-S, sense.
Big Boy Groves on 90.7 FM KPFK and You Can't Beat the Horses. From 1946, a song that made the rhythm and blues charts, and many people consider it one of the first real true R&B songs. Roy Milton and R.M. Blues is next. And next you're going to hear a song that I first heard in 1958, and I heard it very much because I was a fan of Art LeBeau when he went to Scribner's Drive-In, and this song got played and played on the air by Art LeBeau when he was at Scribner's Drive-In, but then it was always by request. Here are the Sharps. 6 months, 3 days, 2 days, and an hour.
6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, and an hour. That is how long this love is ours. I ask you to be my very own, but you were afraid to bring me home a little bit more than 6 months ago. My friends told me it would go but 3 weeks, 2 days, and I'm a victim of your power when I asked you to go study, and you said I was ready. I really, didn't know that you could love me so. I promise you, and you promise me, I will love. What over this love of
I'm Bill Gardner. You're listening to Rhapsody in Black on 90.7 FM KPFK.
Keep that candle burning bright, mother. I'll be kinda late tonight, mother. There's a yellow moon above, mother, shining on the one I love, mother. Burn that candle night and day. Burn that candle, light my way. Keep that doorway open wide while I'm strolling through that doorway with my bride. After we have had the wedding, mother, to the we'll be heading, mother. So Oh, before we wine and dine and mother, stood that candlelight a shining mother. Burn that candle night and day. Burn that candle light our way. Keep that doorway open wide. Yeah, we're strolling through that doorway side by side. Side by side by side.
Ever so often I play songs that have nothing to do with rhythm and blues or rock and roll, but this song really does have a little bit to do with the genre because it's from 1951. Do you remember a song called The Three Bells by the Lamplighters from 1959? Well, the original recorded version came out in 1951 and it's sung a cappella because at that time there was a strike going on and you couldn't use any instrumentation. This is the Three Bells by a backup group, and it sounds like some monks overseas, some Irish monks, but it isn't. This is Edith Piaf's backup singers. The Three Bells, Les Trois Cloches on Rhapsody in Black. I think you'll enjoy it.
There's a village hidden deep in the valley, among the pine trees have fallen, and there on a sunny morning, little Jimmy Brown was born. So his parents brought him to the chapel when he was only 1 day old, and the priest blessed the little fellow. Welcome, Jimmy, to the fold. Boom, 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 boom. All the chapel bells are ringing in the little baritone, and the song that they were singing was for baby Jimmy Brown. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, let this hour of meditation guide him with eternal love. There's the village hidden deep in the valley, beneath the mountains high above, and there 20 years thereafter, Jimmy Brown and his bride were wed. Boom, 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 boom. All the chapel bells are ringing. Was a great day in his life. But the song that they were singing was for Jimmy and his wife. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, bless all on this celebration, may their lives be filled with love. From the village, hidden deep in the valley, one rainy morning, dark and gray, the soul winged its way to heaven. Jimmy Brown had passed away. Silent people gathered in the chapel to say farewell to their old friend, whose life had been like a flower, burning, blooming, till the end. Boom, 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 boom. Just a lonely bell was ringing in the little valley town. Was farewell that it was singing to our good old Jimmy Brown. Then the little congregation prayed for guidance from above. Lead us not into temptation, may his soul find the salvation of thy great eternal love.
I will miss you. I guess you will never know. We've been together so long to have to separate this way. We've been together so long to have to separate this way. I'm gonna let you go ahead on, baby. Pray that you'll come back home someday. But now I guess you have changed your mind. You said you once said love me, but now I guess you have changed your mind. Why don't you reconsider, baby? Give yourself just a little more time. On worrying the way you do when things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. That man you love, darling, he don't want you around. Why'd you make love with Tampa, darling? And let's jump the town when things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. That man don't love you, darling, told Tampa so. He said it was only jiving you, darling. He said he was loving a gal next door. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, it hurts me too. Oh, but it do. Dogging you till they gonna make Tampa mad, and then Tampa gonna get something from him, darling, your man didn't know he had. When things go wrong, so wrong with you, yes, it hurts me too. Play, boy. When things go wrong,
song that made the rhythm and blues charts in 1949. Tampa Red with his kazoo, When Things Go Wrong. And before that, classic Lowell Folsom and Reconsider Baby. From 1960, here are the Olympics.
To save my soul, I can't get a date. My baby's got a tune on Cadillac. White egg and big Cheyenne, coming through the TV, shooting up the land. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. I called baby on the telephone, tell her after my head was gone. I just got hit by a red big brick. There's stop for reminding me it's time for Mel Rick. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby, well, that's the deal of me rolling down your old cheese. Jim Martin, Jim Bowie, and Sugar Bud all have guns and will travel. Move me back by Mountain Town. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western. Here's the story of the Central Wagon Train cars. A broken arrow has broken my heart. Jefferson drums with the sweat still gone. All tied my baby and the pipe was one. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western.
Well, my name is Juliana, just got in your town. Well, my name is Juliana, just got in your town. If you need some loving, I'll always be around. I'm a long, tall daddy, and I know I'm built for speed. Well, I'm a long, tall daddy, and I know I'm built for speed. I got everything that a long, tall daddy needs. Best man quit you, don't know where to go. Well, if your best man quit you, don't know where to go. Now remember, baby, I'm living right next door. Now when the rain starts falling and the moon is shining bright. Well, when the rain starts falling and the moon is shining bright. Leave your back door open, I'll be there tonight.
I remember I was in junior high school in 1953 and thought that song was very risque. Times have really changed. Joe the Grinder by the Hawks on 90.7 FM KPFK. I'm Bill Gardner. You've been listening to Rhapsody in Black.
Mighty, mighty, wanna, mighty, mighty, wanna boogie. Mighty, mighty, wanna, mighty, mighty, wanna boogie. Mighty, mighty, wanna, that's my baby's name. Póngase alerta ese vato, no se vaya al rol. Porque va a empezar al rato el piano del cantón. Porque va a empezar al rato el marihuana boogie boy. No se agüite ese pues, pégale duro esas teclas. Vamos pues a tronarnos las manos, digo yo. Sacar una buena jaina para echar un buen borlo ese. Porque está bote de aquella este boogie. Mi jaina se llama Juana, 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 Juana. Pero ya todos los vatos le dicen marihuana. Mari, marihuana, como te quiero yo. Cuando le suena ese boogie me siento volador. Péguele boot esas teclas, ya estoy aviador. Péguele boot esas teclas, que ya estoy volador.
Host of Sam Brown's For the Record.
And I'm Natoma Kier.
This Saturday, we will be doing the first in a series of special reports, and in keeping with our commemoration of Women's International Month, we will be interviewing 3 brilliant female film composers.
We'll be opening phones, and we invite you to check out our website, sbrownkpfk.com, for more show details. That's this Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Right here on KPFK.
You're listening to independent radio powered by you, the people. KPFK 90.7 Los Angeles, 98.7 in Santa Barbara, and online at kpfk.org.
Hipsters, flipsters, and finger
poppin' daddies.
Hey, it's Rick Frystack.